Okay, so I haven't been able to put gas in my car. Well, okay, let me start that over. I have been able to put gas in my car, but it takes like 20 minutes. When I put it in, pull the handle, it pops every half gallon. It's insane. So I have to do like a old school Nintendo where you blow in it and like barely put it in there and figure it out. So thanks to the internet, thanks to YouTube, the greatest mechanic helper ever. I figured out that it was my evaporative vent canister, and so we're going to go and change that today. Uh, Disclaimer: I'm not a mechanic, nowhere near close to a mechanic, but this one's pretty easy. So it'll take me a couple minutes, but come check it out. I'll show you how to do it. If you got a Ford F-250 Super Duty, mine is a 6.2 gasser. I don't know what it is on diesel. I'm sure it's different, but if you got a gasser F-250, let me show you how to change your canister just in case you have that same problem because it's mind numbing. Okay, so here's the canister. There's all sorts of different ones. I got the Duralast. It's the one that fits in mine. There's a Motor Craft one that's about $300. It comes with a new bracket and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure it's fancy and all that, but this is the one that I needed, so we're gonna just go with this one. There's two hoses and a wiring harness, blue and a red, and then the bracket is already underneath there. So first things first, I got to drop my spare tire because it's underneath the spare tire. So let's go ahead and start there first. Oh yeah. Okay, so here's the plate that we've got to remove before we do anything. Yeah, this one's not bad. You've got 4 bolts you got to remove. One, two, three. Where's the fourth hiding? Oh no, there it is. Okay. One, two, three, and four. I got to take those down, and then everything else that's right above it. That's a great noise. Oh, don't lose that. Oh, there we go. Does of everything. It doesn't want to come out properly, right? I've got everything unhooked. And I saw when I want to put it in, I got to go that way, then slide out, then hit the brackets, right? Like that's got what the guy said, because that bracket. But man, I cannot figure out how to get it out. So I'm going to unhook the canister from right here and right here. There's two on the back, and there's two right here. I'm going to take the plate off, and then I'll take the canister out. All right, here they are side by side, right? And I just pulled that thing out. Look how gross that thing is. Like that is just full of nonsense, right? So gross. And then, Jesus, where did I just stick those? So you can tell I'm not a mechanic by the way that I do things. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Dusty. Okay, perfect. Hook to the bracket, set and ready. Perfect. Put it in. So after you get it all set and all that, just remember, here's your wiring harness. I'm going to hook that before I screw it in. And then I'll get everything else hooked up after I get it put up there, or at least put in position, because you got to hook this vent tube and these two. Try and get this motherfucker in. Watch these clips because you need these clips, so make sure those stay where they are. Those are important. I'm going to start. First things first. There we go. Make sure everything's taut. Taut like tiger. We're going to hook up the, I don't know what that does too, because it's amazing to me that it doesn't, it never told me that it was bad. Okay. Okay. All right. So the Canadian guy that I watched do this, that's how he did it, and that was miraculous. So stick the whole thing in and then go. That's fantastic. So we'll put this hose on down. Right, that's good. See, and that's good to know. If this is messing with you and you're not quite sure to replace the whole thing, you can check this. That was where all the bugs and everything were hidden. So you can check that. If that's fully funked out and all that, you might be able to just clean it and replace it if you're trying to go the easy route, right? Okay. Oh, here, rubbing on. Oh man, we got a good one. Wouldn't be a car project. Mm. There we go. There's one. There we go. There's two. Mm. Okay. Hook, hook, hook. Okay, perfect. Let me wipe the blood off and then we'll tighten her all back up. Definitely a bit annoying and a bit frustrating, but it's unless you're a mechanic, which you guys are awesome, but unless you're a mechanic, it's always going to be that way. It's 8 screws, 3 hoses, and a wiring harness, and that's it. And it's just set up underneath your spare tires, so it's not difficult, man. I mean, I am not a car guy. You can see that from this video. That's why I wanted to post this. I'm just a travel dude, and I just saved myself $900. I got a quote for almost $1,000. I got another quote for almost $700, and I got to imagine that's only going to get more expensive because when I looked online, it was supposed to be around 350 to 400. Just that piece alone, just for the vent canister, is about 140 to 180 bucks if you get just the canister. If you get the full uh, um, Motorcraft one, it's 299 plus tax. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm really not that great at these kind of things. I can do the basics. I just changed all my brake pads. I did all that. But when it comes to saving money, hopefully this video helps you because it's really not that difficult. So let's button everything up and then we'll go check and make sure that she can get gas back in her. So remember, this is to fix the problem of if you cannot get gas into your car, this is how you fix it. And it's not terribly hard. So beginner level stuff. It just takes a little bit of time, a little frustration, and a little bit of blood, not a lot. And the culprit that caused this whole thing. If you're from Colorado, it's a Miller moth. If you're not from Colorado, come to Colorado during Miller moth season. You'll understand. It's a horrific thing that we have to deal with out here, but